welcome back to the Unboxers, and today we have for you another What We Watch. I want to say Wednesday, but it's never usually on, well, sometimes it's on a Wednesday. Alright, so we are on to my favorite of the Defenders. We did Luke Cage. We did season 1 and 2 together with him.
Yes. And that video is posted if you would like to check it out.
Yes. And now it's time for, and we've done Daredevil season 1.
Yes.
And now it's time for Iron Fist. I know he apparently caught a lot of flack. I feel like I've said this in another video, but anyway, but he is my favorite. Oh, I know what video. The one of this. So if you'd like to see a closer look at Iron Fist or Luke Cage, we did reviews on these figures and these mini-mates down here. They were sent to us by Diamond Select because they are so awesome.
Yes.
So if you want to check out these awesome dioramas and these awesome mini-mates, and we're going to be on the lookout for trying to find our Iron Fist set to go up here, right?
Yes, yes. We're a little
these
shy
are
on
our
that set, so hopefully we'll find
fake Lego people. But
yes.
There's not much merch out there for these series on Netflix, I feel like.
Yeah, I was really surprised that Diamond Select had as much as they did. I mean, they have the figures and the mini mates. Yeah, both. Not just the characters, but the actual Netflix
ones. Which yeah, I totally appreciate that. Especially when you watch a show, you want it to be accurate to that. Especially if you're not someone who grew up reading it in the comics. So, alright, so Iron Fist. Iron Fist Season 2 is set to come out, I think, September 7th.
Yep.
A couple days before my birthday. So that's what I will be doing, is watching that. I don't want to binge it because then you have to wait 2 whole years or more to get some more. But anyway, hey, if you're enjoying this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that bell to get the notifications so you can see more awesome Unboxer fun. So, Iron Fist Season 1. So, Iron Fist starts out and he's kind of a little lost.
Yeah, he's kind of coming back to New York after being away for 15 years in Kunlun, which I'm not really sure where that is because it's
a mystery.
Yes, it's one of the 7 capital cities of heaven. And he has come back to, I guess, reclaim. Well, we're not really sure why he came back at first. He just kind of comes back and goes to his parents' building because that's, I'm sure, pretty much one of the only places he really knows to go back to.
I think he had been. Well, I don't think it's been long since he earned the Iron Fist before he decided to come back. So I think. And you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that once he got the Iron Fist, then it was kind of like, okay, I've made this accomplishment, it's time to go back and see how things are in New York. Because, you know, he probably felt like, I mean, obviously he had to go through a lot, and he probably, that was missing, was what's going on in New York, since he was from there.
In one of the episodes he tells, and I can't remember who he's talking to, but he kind of tells, he's talking to somebody, he's saying that once he earned the Iron Fist, then that was his job, was to protect the gateway to Kunlun. And he was kind of doing that, and he kind of felt like, this is it, this is what I'm going to be doing for the rest of my life. And he was kind of doubting it, and then he's like, you know, show me a sign if this is what I'm supposed to be doing.
That's true.
And then he sees the hawk, and that was like, hey, that means the way is open.
Right.
So he saw it as a sign that he should leave, and so then he goes back.
Yeah, I can't. That must have been in the very last couple of episodes that we were watching.
I can't remember which one it's in, but yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that. But anyway, so he started out and came back to his childhood friends, bully and friend, and and of course they had their names are it was Joy and Ward, right? And so Ward knew that his father was still alive, and Joy thought he died. What did he die? He died of a cancer or something?
He died of cancer, yeah.
And they kind of took care of him up until his deathbed, and then he apparently made a deal with the Hand. So, of course, we probably should have said this at the beginning, but spoilers, we're going to talk about all of Iron Fist Season 1, and possibly any of the other series. We'll try and stay away from Luke Cage Series 2 if we can help it. Even though he was in it. And that was one of the best episodes.
It really was.
So, anyway, so then he comes back and Harold is the father, and that relationship was really weird. Like, so let's talk side characters a minute. Joy, at first, I feel like you kind of like her. You kind of think Ward's the bad guy. He was the one always picking on him when he was little before anything happened, and Joy was always the one, like his friend, who was there for him, and that they did stuff with. And then as time goes on and you see how Ward's father treats him, you start to feel sorry for Ward, and you start to feel like that's probably why he took it out on Danny when he was younger. It's kind of the bully situation, like he was feeling less than, and he was going to take it out on somebody else who wouldn't fight back, and that's a typical bully scenario. So,
well, it's interesting, like the way the writers did it, and it was really cool. Was that at the beginning of the season, you're like, Joy is
that's
the
what I was
good
getting
one.
at.
Yeah, and Ward is just a total jerk. And then it flip flops. It flip flops by the end of the season, and you're like, oh, wow, Ward's the good guy.
And in Ward's defense, not really defense, but he was under so much pressure from his father that he was doing some kind of drugs.
Yeah.
And so, or taking some pain medicine. He just was not all there. He was shaking all the time. He just wasn't. And even I think he tried into whatever the hand was selling.
At some point,
that type of heroin.
At some point, he I can't remember if he something happened and he ended up taking some, and and then that really just kind of threw him off.
Right. And so I really like that they teach you to do that, and I feel like it's a reoccurring theme with things now, is don't judge too harshly and too closely, because this person that you are totally despising at the beginning of the season may turn out to be someone that you're rooting for in the end. And that writers can do that, that is a true credit to their craft, right?
You get to the end and you're like, wait a minute, why am I...
And so, things like that, how to translate... I feel like how I've translated that into real life is, don't judge a book by its cover type deal. Just wait, because that person that you might have thought, a negative judgment thought about, could come back and surprise you. So that's how to apply it to real life. Anyway, but so I really like the season. I like his relationship with Colleen. I like how he got to meet Nurse Claire.
Yeah.
And how he thinks he's like walking around. Yeah, he's like walking around telling everybody that he's the Iron Fist, and I just think it's hilarious how they respond to him, like, it's just like saying, I don't even know, I'm a unicorn. Oh, yeah, sure, you're a unicorn, I really am.
Yeah, it's funny when, like, he and, that some of the reactions he gets, because, it's like the, okay, yeah, as soon as they're talking to him, then their eyes are like, okay, because, like, when he was in the hospital, when they have him committed to the mental hospital, and the guy, finally, like, I really think you are Danny Rand, and he's like, okay, cool, finally I'm getting somewhere.
Yeah.
And here's where I was, and here's what I was doing. And then the guy's like, okay, now you're crazy.
Now you really are. Now I see why you're here.
Before, but
now that was the first time we saw his fist, is when he blew out that door, right? That was awesome. So you're waiting the whole time for him to gather his chia pet, chia, and get the fist glowing, and he got it done. So do you have a favorite scene? Thinking back over the whole season, a lot happens over the whole season. Yeah. He really comes very far. You also get to see that lawyer lady.
Hogarth.
Yep. Why does she always make me think of Harry Potter? I don't know. Anyway, you get to see her, and she's her normal, to the point self. But what was your favorite, like, scene or?
Oh gosh, I don't know.
Your favorite thing about the season?
I don't know. It was, I guess maybe when they finally get to closer to the end, when they finally, like, have, like, the big showdown with Bakudo. I thought that was kind of cool, like, because you know, first like Danny's fighting him, and then Colleen's fighting him, and then Danny's fighting Davos, and I thought those were really cool scenes.
Really cool scenes. Yeah. I know I'm gonna think of my favorite as soon as I hang this up, but any scene where he you know, gets his chi and his fist starts glowing, and I just can't wait to see what's gonna happen with that. I like that he finally you know, kind of got it together and kind of figured out what's going on. The scenes with him and what's the lady's name? Little Oriental.
Oh, Miss Madame Gao.
Madame Gao, where she tries to like get into his mind. You know, she's just like one of those people that just tries to say stuff to get to you, and you're just like, "Urgh."
One thing I did, and there was to me there was like too few of that in the first season. I know that they've like changed showrunners for season 2, and you saw more of that in the Defenders. But I liked. I'm trying to think of a particular scene, but I like those scenes where, like Danny, you can kind of see him like relaxed. He's more upbeat. He's, you know, it's not like
so serious.
You know, I'm the Iron Fist and I'm angry and I'm, you know.
Well, he was definitely having a lot of flashbacks about what happened, and I can totally understand that. I can understand why. I mean, I think that fans were maybe a little bit too critical of stuff. You know, you kind of have to build things up, and sometimes their patience is just not there. Yeah. But you know, let it unfold. If you don't let this story unfold, then it feels forced, and it doesn't seem true to character. So I think it unfolded very well, and
I thought it was a really good season.
Really,
I just felt
really
like
good.
Those were like, to me, the high points when you got to kind of see him.
Yes. And that was the cool part about Luke Cage season 2 is they got to relax a little bit.
Right.
And maybe we'll get to see that some more. There's definitely going to be a lot more battles and fights in season 2.
Yeah, I'm really surprised because I mean, from the information that I've seen, there's like three villains.
Oh yeah.
We know of?
Oh yeah, I guess. Well, I know of 2. What do I know?
Because they've confirmed Typhoid Mary.
Okay, yeah.
They've confirmed Davos, the Iron Serpent.
Okay.
And
the mole guy from Incredibles.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I can't remember who the third one is, but I do remember there was somebody.
I like that because also, you know, like with Luke Cage, there's always multiple villains thrown in there, and I really, really like that. So, anyway, Iron Fist is my favorite.
Yes.
Yeah. Your favorite is Daredevil?
It would either be Daredevil or Iron Fist. I mean, as far as like from the comics, the characters, just from his look and everything, I gravitated more towards Iron Fist. He just has a really cool look with the mask and everything. But yeah, I mean, Daredevil's like
Daredevil's sense and stuff is really, really cool too as well. But I would love to be able to make my fist glow, even if it just shot, you know, frozen something or whatever. But anyway, I think that is super awesome.
Seen that movie.
I'm summoning my chi. Alright, so thank you so much for watching. Let us know in the comments if you've watched Iron Fist Season 1, if you're excited for Season 2. Go ahead and check out the videos of these awesome figures. A big thank you to Diamond Select for sending those to us.
Yes.
And hopefully we'll be adding some more little bits to our...
We do have more of the PVC statues to come, and more of the mini-mates. So, yes, definitely
stay tuned for sure. Thank you so much for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, tell a friend, and as always, we want to know, what do you watch? I think it's more like this. I think it's more like this.